Now, many of you already know that obviously this Tuesday, our president, together with his South African delegates, went to the United States of America to meet with the president of the US, President Donald Trump, right, where they were having engagement relating to the white genocide that was being talked a lot about, which was misinformation. They were also talking about apparently BEE, what they so called, or what Elon Musk would say, racist laws, right? So they also spoke about that, and the reason why we know that that was also the main topic is because right now there are BEE adjustments that are coming, right? I mean, you will know a couple of months back, South Africa was busy in talks with Elon Musk to bring his Starlink fast internet to South Africa. But because of the BEE requirements, which the one that really took him off or made him not to want to bring Starlink to South Africa was the fact that 30% of Starlink South Africa should be owned by the black people, right? Which is, or previously disadvantaged people, not necessarily be black people, previously disadvantaged people, and that took him out. And he even went on the net, on X, to write about it. And there were those that were saying, look, this is our policies with regarding the international companies wanting to come and do business in South Africa, which is something that obviously it made sense. But this meeting that took place on Tuesday, where it was an engagement between our president with the president of the US, Donald Trump, it resulted in a massive discussion also on these laws to try to make Starlink internet to come to South Africa, which is why Minister Malatsi just yesterday announced that there are going to be adjustment on the BEE, which the adjustment are just going to be, it's mostly the changing of that 30%, which has to be acquired or has to be owned by the previously disadvantaged people onto foreign companies wanting to come and do business in South Africa. This is what is happening, and the internet people of South Africa have been fuming to say that how can you agree to this? How can you agree to this? And our Minister of Communication, Mr. Malatsi, of course, there was a media report that was revealed or released yesterday. As you on screen, you notice that they're talking about the policy direction on equity equivalent investments program in the ICT sector, right? This obviously ICT sector is the information and communities technology, which they propose that they want to relax that 30% equity of where of course previously disadvantaged individuals have to own the company on all the companies that are doing business, international companies doing business in South Africa, right? I mean, the process is most likely to involve the ease of these 30%, right, of the BEE acquisition of previously disadvantaged people. I don't want to go too deep, but one thing that you must know, it is not yet implemented. This is something that is still going to take place, but truth be told, it is going to happen. And my question, or the question that I have, that I ask myself, is that how has these 600 companies that have been doing businesses, 600 US companies doing businesses in South Africa, how have they been operating with this law? It means that it is workable, but it's just that because now Musk, I suppose, or Elon Musk lost that battle of genocide, he's trying to push, or Trump is also trying to make him at least a favor of his company starting to operate in South Africa, which is, it's good for him, right? So they are going to relax the 30%, and this is going to result into, of course, Starlink coming to South Africa. Previously, the deal of Starlink to South Africa was rejected, but right now it has been, or it's going to be revisited, and Starlink is going to operate in South Africa. I mean, like I said, during that meeting we saw on Tuesday, there are 600 US companies that are working here, and those 600 companies have employed around 500,000 South Africans. I mean, this report or this information, of course, we got it from the COSATU president, who highlighted the importance of the good relationship between South Africa and the US, We also know that there are also 22 South African companies that are also operating in the US and hiring US people, right, to work, which is another thing. Just shows us that, look, in as much as, yes, South Africa did not take 600 companies, US is also sort of like benefiting from all this. And now coming back to the BEE, this simply means the question that comes in mind after after giving you that background is that, how has these companies in South Africa from the US been operating with this one? It means that is doable, right? It's just that because Elon Musk, the world richest man, is complaining, then all of a sudden everyone should get assistance, and yeah, the government should also ease their BEE, of course, regulations, right, or policies, which is something that unfortunately we are going to see that come to pass. Is it good? I suppose it's not, but you have to remember, or when you talk about growth, you need to talk about investments. And when you talk about investments, you not only have to talk about local investments but international investments. So to attract more investments, I suppose the easing of this BEE might help, right? Infrastructure. And we do need fast internet, and Starlink, you know that it has been proven as that fastest, offering the fastest internet worldwide. This is something that is happening, but yeah, man, let's wait, let's see. But this is what we are reading from the statement from Minister Malatsi, which came yesterday. BEE, 30% of black ownership is going to be cut off, but I suppose they will also make it more favorable in terms of hiring previously disadvantaged people, in terms of all that. But the ownership of a business in foreign companies, 30%, is going to be eased or adjusted accordingly. Now, here's the thing. Look, there are so many companies, like I said, that are in South Africa. I mean, sometimes you get to be amazed to knowing that some of these big companies are in South Africa and operating. I remember a year ago I went to Cape Town. A year or two ago I was in Cape Town, right? Then when I was there, I went to Waterfront, or just before Waterfront, I saw some of the biggest companies in the US, the biggest asset managers in the US. But companies like BlackRock having offices in Cape Town. You've got a lot of companies. If you check in Waterfall, you'll notice that also there are a lot of international companies, PwC, Cisco, and the others that are well established. These are big companies in the US, and seeing that they are operational here in South Africa, it's always a good thing. This week I was driving around Sandton for another meeting, and I came across Microsoft offices. You know, some of these things, they only come, or they were spiked because of that meeting that we saw President Ramaphosa and President Trump engaging. I started looking around as I'm driving, and I picked up that, look, there are quite a number of US companies that are of course based here in South Africa and giving employment to South Africa. So I suppose the easing of BEE, maybe it can be a good thing that gives employment to the previously disadvantaged people, right? It's just that when it comes to ownership, now that one is going to be easy. And yeah, I don't know to what, 25, 20%, I don't know. But we will hear what will transpire. But as it stands, this is what is going to take place. So tell me what you think about this, man. I think I'll probably do another video, because I don't want to make this video too long, of what other institutions are saying, or what other institutions, big institutions, have been saying about this BEE policies adjustment in South Africa. Otherwise, for now, that's all from me. I'll see you on the next one, and God bless you all.